We will have live streamings in many languages: English, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, German. In short, that all of you will be able to follow the action. To follow all what happens in the competition, keep an eye on the Revel IMAR social networks and the Ahcraaap application. Thank Bren Chong for sponsoring this competition and making this event possible. Bren Chong Cup 2. Get ready for the show.
Here we go. We've made it. The final day of the group stage here at the Bren Chong Cup 2 in the North American region. Hello. Welcome. I'm Rich Slaton, caster for Clash Royale. Lots of Clash Royale things. Clash Royale League, this, Clash Royale League, you know, those sort of things. And I'm excited for the last day of the group stage overall. This is the day 8 for North America. Latin America day 8 will be later at the link I just hit you with right now. It's also the links in the show notes. That's Cashman on Twitch. For those of you who want to follow on the LATAM regional competition, we will choose our final 4 for the NA region today, right here on this stream. That's gonna be crazy. And of course, those 4 will join the other 12 from North America who already qualified for the regional finals. The top 16 from each region, Asia, Europe, LATAM, and NA, will each compete in some regional finals where they will try to not only win their first chunk of the prize pool, $1,000 for first, $500 for second, and $250 for third, but those top 3 will also go on to compete in the overall world final against the top 3 from every other region. In this region, or in this group, Ahcraaap, CrSux, Hazard, Sandals, Ahcraaap, jskipy, DaJuicyOne, Cheesecake. It's going to be a fun one. And again, 4 of those will go on to the next stage today. Who will they be? Well, we'll see the standings so far in a moment. But we know a lot of them have been performing pretty well, especially veteran AC. Quick note for all you guys, Ahcraaap is at school, so he'll be finishing his matches off stream, so our standings won't be definitive based off of him. So I'm getting that information right now. I guess that I was maybe being a bit premature in saying we would have our 4, but we might have our 4. Who knows? I don't even know where Ahcraaap is in the standings. We'll have those standings here in just a little bit. Nikola, maybe, because I don't speak Russian or Greek. Is that Greek? That's Greek, I think. Nikola saying, Rich, you are the best. Thanks, Nick. I do appreciate it. Rich, what are the upcoming events in Clash Royale after this? Well, after this is No Tilt Worlds, which will be the primary community event with squads from teams all around the world competing to be the best, just like we did last year around this same time. And then, of course, CRL kicks off, I believe the first weekend of broadcast for the main event for the top 8 is February 20th and 21st. So February 12th to 14th, somewhere in there, is the qualifiers after we get through the first 1,000. And then after that, we get to the top. Here we go. Taking a look at the standings so far. CrSux currently 3-0. AC behind him at 3-1. Cheesecake at 2-1. DaJuicyOne at 2-2. Sandals at 1-2. Ahcraaap at 1-2. Hazard at 1-3 alongside jskipy. But right now, CrSux and AC way up at the top. And while Ahcraaap, he's kind of putting a wrench in the engine here by not being around. And I don't know whether he's Persian or Bangladeshi or where he's from, but he's in school. That's what we know. So kind of throwing a wrench in the engine of this whole thing. 1-2 so far, so on the lower end of contention, but who the heck knows? Now, maybe a couple of these guys go like 5-0 somehow. Rich, what cheese do you use for quesadillas? Whatever cheese is nearest. Is there a no-till English stream because it's all in Spanish? There might be. I don't really know. I might do some no-tilt streams later in the event, but I'm not streaming the stuff now. Obviously, I'm doing this stuff. Are you the real No Candy? Is No Candy here? Hey, I think that is the real No Candy. Yeah, CRS or CRX or CrSux, whatever you want to call him. He's good at it, though, so say as you will. Surgical Wizard, good morning to you too, sir. So, going to be a fun lineup today. Of course, the main guys to be keeping an eye on today, of course, are CRS and AC, who are both leading, and they are currently the first match of the day. So, the winner of that will take really strong control of the group overall. Either AC will go to 4-1, which would drop CRS down to 3-1, or CRS goes a clean 4-0 to start things off, and AC takes his second loss and opens the door a little bit for some guys to come up from behind. Again, Ahcraap's going to be at the end, all off stream. So guess we'll know as much as we know by the end of this. Let's see. Cypress got smoked in the no-till. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Will we see you and Andrew Cassie and CRL together? Dante's Inferno? Yes, we will, on all 7 levels of your Inferno. Which food do you like to eat? Indian or Italian or any other? I like to eat all types of foods. I like Italian food. I like Indian food. I even cook some Indian food. Amar saying, is this live? Yes, it is. People having opinions of which food's better. I don't know. Depends on what I'm in the mood for. Sometimes I am in the mood for Indian. Sometimes I'm in the mood for Italian. Hello from Utah, USA. Put on the shades, Rich. Don't worry. We're going to be going through piles. Right now, within my grasp, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, technically 7 pairs, all within a quick reach. So we'll see. What deck would I recommend one-tricking as a free-to-play? Mortar EQ Cycle right now. I like your haircut, Jax. Thank you very much. I like your compliment. When is the next match? We will be starting our kickoff match here in about 2 minutes. And there we go. Yeah, haircut cue. Oh, thank you. I didn't put any product in today. It's just kind of like it's going all natural today. It's a natural haircut this time around. So, I appreciate you guys like the natural me. Logbait is a good one-trick deck. Yeah, but Logbait's way too weak in the meta and requires 2 legendaries, Log and Princess, which is why I don't usually encourage people to go Logbait for their one-trick deck. No Candy asking, when will you start casting matches for the CRL during ladder, during the beginning of ladder or later in the bracket? To be determined, to be very specific. Give us the recipe for your curry sauce that you bragged about. My chicken korma. Oh, my korma sauce. You know what? Mrs. Slaton took my phone. I have the recipe on my phone. I've ever written down somewhere else as well, but I can share that recipe. Your half fans from it. I have a lot of fans from it. They're number 2 on the list. Good evening, Rich Slate and moderators. Here we go again. Yeah, throwing a little early love to the moderators there. There you go. Very cool. Jax is one of the best bridge playing players. Yeah, maybe. Who's your favorite player, Rich? You, Shanu. You didn't know that until now, did you? But now you know it. Don't you feel good now that knowing that you're my favorite player? It's got to feel pretty cool, huh? It's not one trick unless you're crushing it with that deck. You have to ask what deck to use or I'm not going to crush. See the conundrum? Yeah, I mean, Mance Raider comes in with consistent realism. That's what Mance Raider is consistent and right on point realism. Happy Republic Day in India. Is that a real thing? Cool. Happy that, if that's a thing. Well done. Do a cooking video for chicken korma. Maybe. Not really my channel's vibe, but, I do like it. What do I think about your about Morton's Wallbreaker deck? Cool. I should try it. I've been doing the Bats version. I pushed up to 5.5 yesterday, and then I tilted a bit this morning, and I'm like, my first game, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I lost my first game because I got a call from Mrs. Slaton. My second game, my phone randomly switched off my Wi-Fi to a different Wi-Fi, and I lagged out while I was winning the game, playing Minor Wallbreakers against Giant Sparky. And I had just before I lagged out, I had BM'd a little bit because I hated playing it. He played like some cheesy Sparky moves, and then I lagged out and I lost the game. And the third game I was so tilted I lost again. So, but I'm back I'm pushing 5.5 again here. Do I believe Samuel will get number 1 this season? Has a very good shot. Right now, I believe that Samuel and Lucas are like right up there at top. Right? Mrs. Slaton took my phone to do some work real quick because we're having someone's trying to call me, but I'm on stream. So there you go. What makes you think 2v2 is the most skillful mode? Talked about it yesterday, York. If you want to know more, watch yesterday's video. But by far, it's the mode that at least the ratio of skill to matchup is the best ratio. That's my answer. There. Who do I think will win? Luis, the better player most of the time. What's your favorite card in the game? That's the Ice Golem. What's my favorite food? Burritos. Where am I from? California, now Texas. What do I think about cricket? I've never watched it, but it seems nice. What do I think about rugby? I've watched it, and that's really fun. What kind of car do I drive? Right now, none. I'm actually in the middle of selling my car because I don't need one at the moment. Did I answer all your questions? How tall am I? 6 feet on the dot. What do you think is the most annoying deck? Anything that my opponent's running that I'm not winning against? There you go. Our first game should be here in any moment. We should have started about a minute ago, so we're just waiting for that first game to kick off. Guys, I didn't bring this up enough yesterday, and I really should have. Subscribe to this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's the #1 thing you can do to be supportive. I mean, donating is phenomenal. Sharing this is also great. But the #1 thing you can do is subscribe. That's it. We are actually, as a little quick note, last I checked, we were at, let me check the numbers here, kids. Let's take a look at the numbers right now. See how we're doing. As of right now, we are at, drum roll please. Oh, I didn't go to the dashboard. I went to the actual videos. We are at 16,771 subscribers. It'd be cool to hit like, I mean, we're not going to hit 17,000 today. I'm not going to hit 230 subs today, which would be really cool if we did. But, you know, it'd be cool to at least hit that, get to that 16,800 mark. What's up, bro? Huge fan. Rowology. Thank you. Appreciate it. True or false? Boneless wings are chicken nuggets and sauce. Yes is my answer to true or false. Really struggling against Bomb Tower, so it's clearly a broken 100% needs a nerf just because I dislike it. Yep, you nailed it. Do I think Mother Witch will be viable in the meta? No, I think Mother Witch, like many other cards, is Mother Witch, maybe uniquely so in the extreme nature this goes to. Mother Witch is so matchup dependent. Mother Witch is either like basically useless or insanely overpowered. So I don't really like Mother Witch that much. She's cool conceptually, but yeah, you know. Am I into trivia? Nick Moylan, it depends on what you mean. Here we go. First match of the day. The leader will rule the group, and it's CrSux going minor wall breakers and getting a connection anyway as AC splits the barbs in the middle. As you can see, CrSux 3-0, AC 3-1. CrSux throws the fireball down to take care of some of those barbs. Today you saw the best video related to the CR, the Ice Golem story. Yeah, an Ice Golem story is one of my favorite things I ever did. One of my favorite pieces of content of all time. Super high level content, top tier content. No one's ever made content like that before. Let me tell you. Zap, and look at that Inferno Dragon tanking for the miner for a moment. Wall breakers opposite direction, and it's arrows. So Zap and arrows for AC. I think now that he's in a better cycle, he wins this. Although he gave a lot of damage early on, right? With Zap and arrows, I think because he's in a better, now that he's gotten his cycle all fixed, the AC has the advantage here. I could be wrong. AC didn't accept a battle, so let me just check on this. I'm confirming this with the, yeah, what is happening? I'm confirming this with production on why AC is up 1, but I'm seeing that he didn't accept the battle, maybe. And the balloon to the right-hand side does get death damage. Best video ever, believe in it less. I appreciate that. Oh, CRS didn't make it on time for the first match. Got it. There we go. Wall breakers split, and AC takes the damage on the right-hand side. Well, how are the regions split? Yes, Adam Doctor, I think you live in the region you're playing for, not Descendants-wise. So, right, you'll see some players, for example, Mini Minter typically is associated with Peru, but he lives in the U.S., so he's playing in the North American region. Wall breakers connect. Oh, the zap did not stop that. Interesting choice to zap over there. AC in a bit of trouble here. Minor wall breakers needs to arrows this. And does just barely in time by a hair. Balloon comes down behind the lava. Minor goes to the hunter. Doesn't turn out. I think AC actually might lose here. I think AC loses this game. Yes, he does. Wow. Absolute wow. I can't believe. I really thought he had it all finished. I thought he had it all finished. CrSux wins game number 2. G to the G, woe to the blade. We're going to game number 3. So CRS gives AC the free win in game number 1 by being late. Be on time, people. That's a basic thing about being a professional. And then AC... I don't know what you guys think. I thought that once AC had his cycle repaired, that was a matchup for him. I'm not entirely sure. He can't keep up with the miners and the wall breakers, but I'm not entirely sure. That's an interesting question for me. I also don't know how much lava he actually plays. Hey, Rich, which is the best Hog Rider deck in your opinion? I mean, certainly some version of Hog EQ right now. What other games do you play besides CR? A lot of Apex. I'm playing some FIFA, but FIFA's really bad. Like, it's kind of shocking that FIFA has the primary market share for soccer or football games when Pro Evolution Soccer is such a better game than FIFA. Where are the gooders? They're all over the place. They'll be coming on today. Big shout out. Oh, speaking of the gooders, you know what? I might have to actually throw the shades on today. Uno momento, por favor, as we are waiting for the final of the day. Where is that? That's not where it is. Where are you at? Where are you at, email? Oh, there we go. Cool. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 3 here. Rich, can you upload BCC LATAM by Cashman like Asia? Let me ask him about that. I haven't actually asked him to be giving me the LATAM. We've been talking about the LATAM feeds, but I will ask him about it. Have I played Minecraft? I played it for a couple minutes here. Not really into it, to be honest. I think it's just the wrong... You should try PES over FIFA. Yeah, PES is by far the superior game to FIFA. It always has been. FIFA's just way more popular, and it's lame because FIFA's so bad. But PES totally beats it hard. Balloon OP in this meta? Maybe. Well, Ewa's got nerfed, so that's huge. Minor Loom both directions. Interesting takes from each direction. That's going to be easy King Tower activation there. Going to make it much harder for the Miner. So here we go. AC with the advantage. He's playing the Ice Wiz NATO version. Yeah, Connor, maybe the graphics. And thanks again for the 50, whatever those are, Dante's Inferno. I appreciate it. Graphics in PES and the license is not as good, but the gameplay is just so much better than FIFA. Like, leaps and bounds. It's insane. Balloon to the right-hand side. Miner goes to the safe spot here. Skeletons go there because that's quite predictable. And that King Tower activation should prevent a shot coming in. Death damage will attack, but no more than that. Here we go. First 2 minutes of gameplay about to pass. 1920 on the left-hand tower for CRS. And he's hit it down to under 2,300 on both lanes of AC's tower. And here we go, Ice Golem with the balloon push behind. Gonna have to NATO this balloon to avoid the damage, and he does. Valk works on the left-hand side. CRS sets up the Musketeer, and now gonna go balloon to the left-hand lane. No, now Ice Wiz goes left, so he's going to go balloon right. There we go. Balloon goes to the right immediately as the Ice Wiz comes out. Miner goes to the back. No, does go to the outside, and then the Miner to the back. And going with EQ in here as well. AC getting, let's call it creative here in this matchup. Does not take the connection, but does take death damage. 1798 to 1572 as we are 10 seconds away from sudden death overtime. Those skeletons and that Musketeer we're so far in the future that Miner has to go back in time and take his mom to a high school dance. That was absolutely ridiculous. CRS way ahead of AC in that exchange. Balloon to the right-hand side here. Musketeer working on the left-hand lane. Miner goes to the back, and this time those skeletons do take care of business, but doesn't have that beauty with the Musketeer connection. That balloon has to get pulled back, and that's a lot of expenditure. Right now, AC is spending 7 to defend 5 every single time against this balloon. So far, though, still working out for him. Final 90 seconds of sudden death on their way. Muskie gets picked up. I don't know if I agree with the balloon kite there on the Muskie, although he does counter 4 and draw out 4 for spending 5. So maybe that is the right call. Here we go. Cycle Skeletons to the right does AC. Skeletons in the back goes CRS this time, so the Miner will connect and take that left-hand tower down to under 1,000 HP. Ice Golem and Balloon to the right-hand side sets up the Ice Wiz way to the outside. Miner goes to the inside corner, gets taken care of by that King Tower, and nice placement on Skeletons by AC. EQ in. Balloon not going to escape here for Ahcraaap, but still, with 1 minute left, triple elixir down, 588 to 1214, and now a big-time balloon push on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, I mean. Miner goes to the right-hand side with the log to help out. I think AC ignores this. No, puts down Skeletons to pick it up. One elixir spend is actually pretty good right now, and the snowball does retarget the Miner on the left-hand side. 384 remains. Ice Wiz sets up low here for AC. Balloon to the right-hand side. Miner gets picked up by the Skellies. Log not going to help out quite enough there. And this should be a win for AC. Got the free win in game number 1. Had struggles in game number 2. Got the win here in game number 3. Ahcraaap, the first one to 4 wins in the group. 4-1 might be enough. No guarantees yet, but essentially 1 win away from clinching that top spot. Okay, here we go. Take a look at the matchup data because this is a curious one. And of course, the AC with the NATO and IceWiz certainly has a lot of matchup value here against CRS. Going to be a tough one for CRS. He had to figure out some way to outcycle here. And I'm trying to look at these spells and differences, right? I believe he can outcycle, but not by a lot. 2.9 versus 3.3. That's what it needed. Let's see. If you're a player can join any team you want, which team would you join? I don't know. Not really sure. That's a good question. Organizations that take care of their players well is what I would join, right? So like SK, I feel really good about. Talking about game orgs that are in CR, right? Not just general orgs. I feel really good about SK. I feel really good about Queso. Liquid does a good job with their players. There's a lot of teams that I wouldn't join for various reasons. Right now, I'm 553rd best in the world, says Lucas Gunsberg. With Ram Rider, Goblin Barrel, Goblin Game Fire, which archetype is this closest to? With some weird Ram Rider, Goblin Barrel, bait thingamajig? And only arrows as your spell. Interesting. Interesting that's working. Okay, yeah, I don't know what I would call that. It's spam bait. Best way to say. Let's see. If you think Balloon is broken, not knowing it's countered easily means you never played against it. Interesting. I'm not sure what we're talking about. No, it's not. Oh, it's 5 elixir, you get a card. Oh, people are all... I'm just kind of curious about everyone's opinion. Balloon has been the big debate on this channel very recently. No So'Rob matches on stream. No, So'Rob is in school right now, so cannot play. Anyone who thinks Balloon is balanced, either a 4K player or a Loon one trick. I don't think Balloon is balanced, but I don't think Balloon is broken. I think it's overpowered. I don't think it's broken by any means. But it is a little bit strong, but not broken. That's my opinion. Yeah, a lot of people have that same opinion. Let's see. So here you go. AC to 4-1. CrSux falls to 3-1. No undefeated players remaining. So AC has not clinched yet by any means, but certainly one more win would be more than enough. Would be enough, I believe, to make sure that he's in. Loon death damage is stupid. If it didn't have death damage, then Loon would be completely useless. So when does Rockstar play? Not on this stream. He's in the LATAM region, which is on a different stream entirely. What happened to your Baby D giveaway? It already happened, Josh Vardian. Yeah, Josh Varden. I gave away the Baby Dragons already. Which cards have to see buffed and nerfed in upcoming balance changes? What do I think needs a buff, really? I never really think about buffs. I only really think about nerfs. I don't think that Wizard needs to be in the meta at all. So when someone says Wizard buff, I just don't care. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe Zap. Maybe Zap could use a buff, so there's more variety with 2 elixir spells. That'd be interesting. You got mid-roll ads again. There's no mid-rolls. There should only be ads when you originally join. Let's see. You mean the actual amount of damage from the death damage? Yeah, nerfing Balloon death damage a smidge and dropping damage to give it a hair faster speed. That's interesting. What win condition do you think is in a perfect state right now? Psych, that's a good question. What win condition do I think is in a perfect state? I think Battle Ram doesn't need to be any stronger. It's the problem with Battle Ram is that the cards around it are not very good right now. I think the Hog Rider is actually in a pretty perfect place. I don't think there's any changes. There are very few win conditions, I think, that need changes directly. It's the cards around them that maybe need some changes. So, yeah, I think Hog Rider is pretty well balanced. I think that the Battle Ram is reasonably well balanced. I think Giant actually is pretty nicely balanced. Golem needs a significant change. Golem needs a lot of changes, in my opinion. Let me think. Royal Hogs, maybe. I think Royal Hogs are pretty well balanced. We're waiting for our next matchup here. Maybe some people aren't showing up. What's your opinion on the RG Wizard at the bag is playing on the top ladder? I haven't seen it, but bag be bagging. You know what I mean? Golem death damage is way too much. Yeah, I think Golem death damage is more of an issue than Balloon death damage, honestly. And even though Balloon is more prevalent, Golem's death damage is like one of the weirdest parts about Golem. I think Golem needs to kind of be reworked to a certain degree. Hog and Ram is balanced. Golem is fine. Death damage is a bit much. I agree. Lava Loon isn't balanced. Let's see. Lava Hound. I gotta think about that. Han Yellow. Don't know what you mean by that LOL, but cool. In my opinion, playing a Lightning or nothing shouldn't be possible. Oh, like it shouldn't actually happen? Like it shouldn't drain the elixir from you? I think that it should be. Let's go ahead and jump into... Oh, I guess... I thought we were having another game come up. Oh, I guess someone got a free win. Let me just check on that one. I'm going to ask them, please alert us. Who? Please alert us. Because that was kind of confusing. Can't believe people actually think Golem needs a nerf so people can't defend it well. No, I don't think Golem. I don't think Golem needs a nerf. It needs a rework. I think that the whole premise of Golem is kind of like flawed to a certain degree. Looks like CRS gets the free win there because Sandals didn't show up. So free win for CrSux. So now AC and CRS are both at 4-1. That's the story there. Very interesting. Lava Hound is balanced, but the Balloon, it's insane. Interesting. Yeah. Let's see. Han Yolo. Well, I mean, I don't know how to answer your questions there. Went from 1,500 subs to 16,000 in a year. I feel pretty good about that. But do as you will. EQ and Lightning should get range nerfs. What do you think? Well, actually, I don't think that about Lightning's weird because if you nerf the range of Lightning, yes, it's harder to work on defensive troops and buildings, but then also it's harder to block. So that's a weird, interesting 50. I don't think Lightning is OP right now. EQ needs a nerf. There's no question about that. Graveyard's pretty fine right now. I think Ruben is undefeated in CR. Yeah, Ruben's never lost. Recruits are too weak. No, recruits are fine. Remove Royal Giant. I disagree. Here we go. I think we finally have a game here. CRS against Cheesecake. Let's go. After some people didn't show up for their matches. What are my other hobbies? Disc golf, chess, other games besides Clash Royale are other hobbies of mine. I mean, this isn't a hobby. This is a profession, but I see what you mean. Ultimate Frisbee. I don't know. That seems like a pretty good collection. Which version do I think is better, with Hog EQ with Delivery Snowball or Hunter? Depends on the matchups you're facing mostly. EQ is Earthquake. Earthquake. Yeah. Yeah, Raph, I play Disc Golf and Ultimate. Here we go, Graveyard on the left-hand side, and that's a nice Graveyard connection. Cheesecake just out of Elixir. And good punishing here by CrSux. I do play chess online. I play on chess.com. It should make Kama obligated. It's not always possible, Cone, but I see a lot of people ask for that. EQ cycles in the left-hand lane. And with that, CRS takes the opportunity to go ahead and set up with his baby dragon. Interesting deck here from Cheesecake. Is this a Mortar? No, but he's not doing Mortar Tesla, is he? Graveyard to the left-hand side. Is there a third spell here? A third spell? Is this just a spell cycle deck out of Cheesecake? I'm not exactly sure what. I'm so used to knowing what every deck is the moment I see it these days, but I'm not exactly sure what Cheesecake is doing here. I mean, it could be a weird Expo deck, but that makes no sense. This is either this field Mortar with Tesla would be weird. Feels like it's just a spell cycle deck. CrSux in the lead though. And it's Mirror. Cheesecake out here just memeing, I guess. Guys, I have a feeling it's going to be a very weird day of Clash Royale. I have a feeling that's the case. We have Sandals not showing up, Sohrab not in school, so we have to wait for him, and Cheesecake playing Mirror Spell Cycle. Absolute wow. CRS is ahead. What's the math on this right now? Cheesecake has to survive this graveyard. Can he survive it in time for this EQ? And he cannot! An actual deck beats this Mirror Spell Cycle stuff. Cheesecake had the audacity to eye roll there. GG, well played. CRS takes the win. What an interesting, weird deck from Cheesecake. Almost got the win there. Instead, CRS takes the W there. EQ Mirror Cycle. Earthquake Mirror Cycle. What happened to Sandals? No idea. He didn't show up. That's all I know, is he's not here right now. So there you have it. Let me take 1 second, guys. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and we'll put on our first pair today. And, guys, these are the Flamingos, and check this out. Hold on. Boom. Whatchamacallit? Give me 1 second here. Let me go to... That's where I'm trying to go. One moment, please. Oh, you know what? I should just do this. Boom. Did that actually turn into a link? No? Darn it. Oh, that didn't work at all. That didn't even work. We should get some Arnett's. No, man, I'm gooder. I'll gooder all day. Let's go. Game number 2. One second, folks. That should work. There we go. Does that work? Boom. There you go. If you want to get the fly, you want to get the flies. Get the fly looks. And so Cheesecake going with the same thing again against minor wall breakers. Might be a better matchup here, although one wall breaker does connect. Log, EQ, Tesla. I like Cheesecake going for this. I like Cheesecake doing something different. It's fun. Cheesecake shaking his head. I don't know why what matchup he thought he was getting to win with this deck. What matchup did he expect against CRS where he planned to win with this? That's what I'm curious about, right? And also, he's at 2-1, right? He's totally in the mix for making the top 4. So I'm just I'm curious about this. This is a really strange choice overall. Miner in, Fireball to clear. Wall breakers will not connect, but still a big, big, big lead here for CRS at this point. The spell cycle is real now from Cheesecake. Can he steal here? Calling the good game. Oh, Hunter is different from last game. I hope Cheesecake joins the chat after this because I am very curious as to what matchup he expected to be up against. That this was the way he went. What's he trying to snipe here? What's he trying to get? I want to know his thoughts. GG, well played. So CRS goes to 5-1, and that's probably, I believe that clinches him a spot in our top 4. I believe that's enough to do it. Muskie protection program in effect. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Interesting day. Interesting day thus far, folks. Do they really have like a minute between matchups? It's just the schedule's messed up for CRS today, but there you go. Did he expect to be against Expo? Yeah, I mean, but why would he think CRX is going to play Expo here? That's really weird. Oh, thank you, Muhammad, for your love of the glasses. Go ahead. Those are the shades right there. No Candy is unbeatable on cam. I mean, there's no one can be on cam better than No Candy. We'll put it that way. The first deck Cheesecake used without Hunter is being used top 100 by some guy out of Asia. Okay, interesting. Yeah, no one's playing Expo. I don't think that was... I'm very curious. I hope that he joins the chat and tells us what that was about. Like, what was the goal there? I guess we're getting all of CRX's matches out early because I think it's supposed to be him against Hazard next. So maybe it's a scheduling thing, and this is like when CRS could play his matches. Opinions on Electro Giant. It's big and has electricity. Let's see. Your highest trophy is 6323. You know what's funny is these lenses look so cool because they're slightly scratched. That's the interesting part about it. But yeah, they're pretty rad. Thank you. These are one of many pairs today we'll be seeing. Hope you guys enjoy it. Do you have any of the VRG styles? Not yet. I might get some of those though. All right, here we go. So this is the last matchup for CRS up against Hazard. Let's see if he goes 6-1, or if Hazard can stop that and keep him at 5-2. When does the first match start? We're in the match. We're actually way past the first match. CRS is American. That's why he has the American flag. Avishek asking where's CRS from? He's from the U.S. And look at that Inferno Dragon. Burn, baby, burn. 1564. Huge, huge hit. Valk goes up against the Barbs, though. Is AC guaranteed a spot yet? Not yet. He needs one more win, and I think then he'll lock in a spot for sure. That balloon will get one drop. And just like that, Hazard in the lead. Miner picks up the Skeleton Dragons. So a little pressure here from Hazard on the right-hand side. Lava Ham will go to the opposite direction. Of all the 5 Elixir responses, Barbs at least put some pressure back, and it was a well-placed set of Barbs not to get brutalized by the Valk, but won't put any real pressure on that opposite lane. Miner goes to the back of the Ice Wiz. Bomb Tower to pick up. And it's a balloon off here. I don't think CRS has any way of stopping this balloon right now. That's going to be a connection. No! The Zap saves it. And look at this damage the opposite direction. Unbelievable. That Zap actually did save it. I thought that was going to be tower down for Hazard. And now CRS choosing not to defend here. Probably believes he couldn't stop it. And instead deciding to go and set up for the right-hand lane. Yeah, guys, there's always content on my channel. When there's not a live streaming event, I usually put out like 2 videos a week-ish, give or take. Sometimes more, sometimes just 1. And then when there's more live stuff again, they'll be back. But yeah, usually when it's not a live event, you'll see a couple videos a week here on the channel. Pressure in from CRS on the right-hand side. Lava Hound down, arrows clean out the bomb tower. NATO pulls all that back. Good NATO, but not enough. That's going to be a kaboom boom, and that's going to be tower down. GG, well played. CRS 1 away from a 6-1 run through the group stage here. Very, very nicely done. Now, guys, as you can see, we've switched the stunners to the pizzas, right? Why? Well, because I'm about to eat a piece of pizza. And we back. There we go. Oh, that was good. That was good. Let's do it. That's not frozen pizza. That's pizza we had left over from Austin's Pizza here in LA. Pineapple. No, actually, good point there, Mance Raider. This was what my in-laws ordered. It's a barbecue chicken pizza with pineapple on it. And I don't typically go with the pineapple on pizza, but it's what they ordered, so it's what we have. This opportunity to make this an ASMR stream. Yeah, no, people do not like the ASMR, so we're not doing it. And looks like CRS is going 2.6. Okay. Against Lava Hound. Sam, I'm not in LA. I lived in LA for 12 years, and I just moved here to Austin, Texas. Am I BMing with the pizza? Maybe. It's tasty pizza, though. It was funny, I didn't even realize there was pineapple on it until someone mentioned it. I was like, this pizza's a little bit sweet, but that's just the barbecue sauce. Balloon in, not using the cannon to pull. A lot of damage there on that left-hand side, but look at that. Ice Golem goes coast to coast, gets the death damage on the right-hand side, 453 left. Wait, why did you... What happened? What happened here? Why are... Musketeer to the left-hand side. And Ice Golem pressure on the right with the Skellies behind. Cheap little push to force out some expenditure on that side and still get damage, too. Nice work for the little fella. Am I casting for no tilt? Maybe a little bit, but not for this stage at least. All right, so tower down on the left-hand side. Fireball will clean up all that. Balloon into the right-hand side. CRS needs to do some damage and do it fast. He's going to lose both his towers. Tough matchup here for CRS. And guys, this is one of the many reasons why 2.6, guys, just isn't that good anymore. Where can I see all the no tilt matches in English? No idea. Yeah, Omotayo, that's a bit extra. Let's not... I don't know where the... If I can undo that. Mods, behave yourselves. The chat needs to behave themselves too, but mods, behave yourselves. You can be unmodded as quickly as you're modded, guys. Just so you're aware. Sir Hazard or Sir Tag? What about them? They're two people. Hey, Rich, balloon is starting hand based mid ladder. If the balloon first plane, you don't have a counter. Close the tower early. Fixed starting hands. Fixed starting hands is certainly a thing people talk about. I rarely ever face balloon and don't have some way to stop it from taking tower in one game. It's a terrible matchup, Cinder. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But also 2.6 is just bad. Like you used to be able to outplay some of those matchups. How does this tourney work, JR? It's no longer. We had open invitation. We had half the players were invited, half the players played in open qualifiers. We're in the group stage. The players who have the best record in the group stage move on to the regional finals. The top 3 players from the regional finals go on to the grand finals, where the first place player will win $15,000. That's really funny, Money Mint. I appreciate that idea. Who's better, Surtag or Hazard? Probably Hazard. Jake's good at the game, but, you know, he never competed at a pro level. My guess is that Hazard's better, but I don't really know. I've never seen them play each other. Is Bomb Tower broken? Strong, but not broken. Again, broken... Okay, you know what broken is? When... broken is the Executioner meta from the fall of 2019. Or the Night Witch meta. Or even Witch from fall of 2019. Right? Those were broken. They were so strong that literally it was impossible to play. Like, there were a couple of weeks they had to emergency nerf the Ice Wiz, or the Witch and the Executioner that season because it was messing up the league so much. Because literally every game was Executioner and Witch. It was insane. EQ is close to broken. EQ needs to be fixed. EQ needs to be fixed pretty drastically. But I don't think Bomb Tower is broken. It's just overpowered and could use a nerf. I don't think Balloon is broken. It's overpowered and could use a nerf. But broken is like what Executioner was during that time period. All your rules for CRL 2021 are there in the chat. Guys, if you want to know the age requirement, it is 16 years old. So Hazard going to RG EQ. Giant Skeleton. Yeah, P.E.K.K.A was broken for a minute. Yeah, when P.E.K.K.A had that range increase, when P.E.K.K.A had that super, super long range, that was broken for a little while. Broken is how Log can knock back our and damage and knock back the barbs too. I mean, that might be a poor interaction, but I wouldn't say it means that Log is broken. Just a weird interaction. Recruits on first release was broken. Yes, exactly. Right? People like overuse certain terms. Everyone's so... Yeah, people are never not hyperbolic. Strong move there. Perfect word there. Hyperbolic. So this is just Mortar EQ Cycle. If you're looking for a free-to-play deck, guys, this is a really strong free-to-play deck. Yeah, Nova Helixable, I told them that they went too far. Giant Skeleton on the left-hand side with the Royal Giant behind. If you're just joining us, there's the link in the chat right now. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to make sure that you're here for all the important action in Bren Chong Cup and other events just like this one, including some really fun CRL 2021 content as well. EQ cycles to the left-hand side. And mods. This will be the big warning here. Abusive mod status can lead to loss. There are plenty of people who do want a mod right behind you. Log cycle to the left-hand side. Nice bar barrel out from Hazard. Really nice bar barrel on the skeletons to the left. This Royal Giant, I believe, should be able to no, gets retargeted back around. And the spell cycle continues in. What is the best counter for Mega Knight? Why do people not use it? Mega Knight's only really good in certain decks. In mid-ladder, he's OP because no one knows how to play against him correctly. You know what? I'll do a video on like a really basic King Tower activation with Mega Knight. Because there's some really simple, basic King Tower activations with Mega Knight that are really easy to do if you just know how to do them right. Whether or not... Thank you very much, Vincent, for some fun support of the stream, for sure. Here we go, final 40 seconds. EQ cycle in from Hazard. Royal Giant gets picked up by the Mortar here, and EQ cycle opposite direction from CRS. The Firecracker wanders off, giving no extra support here. Mortar does pick up the EQ to get the Skeletons, but not the Mortar, making sure it's getting on tower. CRX putting a lot of damage on the left-hand side. RG in for Hazard, trying to beat out the spell cycle, not going to do it. CrSux, CRS, CRX, whatever you want to call him, takes the best-of-3 win, moves to 6-1, qualifies for the next round, and that is him for the day. GG, well played. And Mega Knight is everywhere on lower ladder, guys. There are actually some really easy King Tower activations to do with some very popular deck combinations. And I'll do, I've done a couple little like short videos on this channel about some of those, some fun tech moves. I'll do a quick video. I'll do one of those for a very common King Tower activation against Mega Knight, so you make sure you get it correctly. Let's see. Vietnam deck was broken. Okay. Yeah. Omotayo. You don't do that again. People can express their opinion about whether a card is broken or isn't. It's an opinion. I don't think it is. But someone having a different opinion is not a timeoutable offense. Come on. Yeah. People can argue passionately about cards. Mega Knight. Yeah, Mega Knight is annoying in mid-ladder. That's for sure. It's everywhere. But it's not that... It's... I don't know. It's strong. How to counter Wizards. Play against them. They're so... Wizard is a card that is really not good, but people over-level it at low ladder, and it ends up being annoying for them. Giant doesn't need a buff. I think Giant is pretty well balanced. How much do you think William should be buffed to make it okay? It needs to be separated from Musketeer to be functional. They've found no way to properly balance 3 Musketeers and Musketeer at the same time. It's really impossible. And, well, Omotayo, I'm telling you that I don't want you to do that, so don't do it. There you go. Wizard is broken at 4K, easy to counter everywhere else. Yeah? It's broken under 4K. Tweet delete Rage Spell from the game. Rage Spell isn't that good. It's usually very easy to counter. Let's go ahead and jump in. Sandals finally here after missing an earlier matchup against DaJuicyOne. Giant Skeleton on the left-hand side. Looking like Loon here for Sandals. Clone for Juicy. And DaJuicyOne taking his time here. Cannon cart in the back. Oh, nice little freeze here. So, interesting deck choice out of Sandals. You'd think this is Balloon, but Is it maybe GY Musk Freeze? What a weird... What a weird construction. I guess this is Balloon, right? Giant Skeleton across the bridge and now sets up on the opposite side, does Sandals. Yeah, GY Freeze. Yeah, I guess it's GY Freeze. Flying Machine to the left-hand side. I don't know when's a good spot for this, when's a good time. There you go. There goes, I was asking when's a good time for this clone. Arrows, too. This is going to get some damage. The freeze comes in, but the Giant Skeleton tanking while the freeze is on. Giant Skeleton takes off some of those. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Juicy just all over it here. All over it. In a game that was pretty tight here for a while. Nice early clone. I think one of the big problems with clone players, or people who try to play clone, is how often that they take too long to actually play the clone. They delay and try to make sure they have the biggest push possible and get it nice and close to the tower. Whereas sometimes an early clone, like we just saw, is totally the key. And that early clone was absolutely massive there for DaJuicyOne. Cannon cart to the left-hand lane. That early clone. One thing about clone too that really it's so fun. It's funny to say good clone players. I totally get it, but players who understand how to play clone well, timing the clone, and that's gonna be a GG well played. Juicy taking the game here. Taking it solidly. Very nice win there for DaJuicyOne. Can we please nerf bats again? I think bats are fine. They're right in the middle right now. In my opinion, they're kind of fine. Do I think we should do something like CR by King's Cup again for YouTubers? Yeah, maybe. I think that they are hoping to do that sometime. I think it's way more fun to do when you can do it in person, you know? What deck should I use for global tournament? Whatever deck you're best with. I don't see an AC finishing fish first anymore. Yeah, but he'll finish in the top 4, I believe. Bats are a bit too strong. Maybe, but they're not. Bats were everywhere for a minute, you know? So, not so much these days. B-Rad, best clone player? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Belly's certainly way up there on the clone play. Do I know when the next 20-win challenge will happen? I do not. Unaware of any 20-win challenge currently being planned. Let's see. Anything else here in the chat? Would you be willing to do an end of the season ladder stream for this season if you had a friends list of all the top players? Potentially, yeah. That's something that might happen. What do I think about Sparky? I don't think it needs a buff right now. I don't know. What's my longest winning losing streak? No idea. Is Morton playing no tilt now? Maybe. I have no idea. Yeah, best clone player is Belly, not debatable, says Sam. Might be right there. OP glasses, you got good taste. Thank you very much. I know. The shades are all gooders. There you go. That's the shades. Love them. Been a fan for years. Here we go. Game number 2. Juicy up 1. Win trade is when 2 players in the same competition let each other win matches in order to get an advantage. In particular, it's really helpful in the global tournament to get some extra. So you do 3 crown wins, win trading to get more crowns to improve your positioning. It's a poor sportsmanship type of thing, and hopefully they don't allow it. So, Giant Skeleton GY Freeze for DaJuicyOne. having some fun here. The Tennessee native, I believe he is. RG will get 2 shots here and then get burned off. And there's a nice little Inferno Dragon for Juicy to set up opposite direction. Does he do anything with it? Chooses not to. Was ahead by 4. Still going to leave him a 2 elixir advantage, and he chooses not to press. Does get the giant skeleton down. I'm curious on my feeling about the elixir management there from Juicy. Don't you think win trading against yourself if you own both accounts is fair? I mean, it's not great. Nope, absolutely not. I think it should be a bannable offense, actually. Win trading against your own accounts. So basically what you do is you choose that one of those accounts can get an unfair advantage to go up. So no, I don't think so at all. I would actually be completely fine with bans for win trading, especially in that situation. There's a lot of things that have become commonplace over the years that I think are real anti-competitive. And that is one of them. Especially with how frequently one of those accounts is a shared account. Graveyard in on the left-hand side. Freeze not going to help too much. Sandal's in the lead right now. Graveyard in. I don't know if any tanks will stick across the bridge, and they don't. Skeletons and Electro Spirit in response. Final 90 seconds. $895 to $933. RG left-hand lane. Final minute. Triple elixir on its way. Sandals needs to hold on here for a minute. And that's going to be a GG. We're tied up 1-1. All right, now that we're through game number 2, let me look at the chat here. I'm not really sure I'm following. Honestly, I have to admit, for events like this, I hate having chat on. It's so distracting when you're trying to cast. But if I don't talk to the chat, people get it, 50-50. There's like a weird, I have like a weird hair right there. There we go. Let's get that weird. Come on, weird hair. Come on, weird hair. Get under there. There we go. Let's see. Taking a look at some of the chat here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like win trading. I think it's, even if you push both accounts up, seems kind of, and also like often one of those accounts, I don't necessarily believe that one person pushed it the whole way up all the time. Maybe they did. I just don't like win trading. You're like actively, it's I don't know. I think it's an unfair advantage that especially benefits players who have 2 max accounts in particular. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's see other things from the chat here. Mike feels like I just got robbed. Maybe. Heal ruined the game. They had to kill it to get the heal spirit broken for 8 months. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think heal did anything. I think heal was irrelevant in the game. What's my best ladder finish? I've never had a ranked finish. Let's see. What else here? Yeah, chat is just so distracting. That's why we don't read chat during CRL at all. It's because it's too distracting from casting. It detracts from the actual casting, which I'm fine with for this sort of thing, but it is real distracting overall. Put Greek in Clash Royale, please. Not my call, but cool. Is CRL Esports starting around? No, CRL Esports starts in February, Alan. There you go. Actually, it's technically starting now, depending on how you define it. Yasmurat, the limits are account sharing is against terms of service, and doing it in any way, shape, or form can result in your account being banned with no recourse. That is the limits of account sharing. And people have done the to buy gems thing before, and that will get you banned. So don't do it. This is the CW Ross with, I can't tell if this is a real take or a fake take. They should not nerf cards just because skilled players use them correctly. Might be the funniest take I've seen. I can't tell if that's a sarcastic take or a real take. But oh my word, that's the funniest thing I've read today. What comes after this for Bren Chong Cup? After this, tomorrow we are off. And then starting on the 28th, we begin the regional finals where the top 16 players from each region will play in their regional final tournament, where the top 3 from each region win a small portion of the prize pool and move on to the grand final in February. Lava Hound of the left-hand lane. Ruben, how are you? Good to see you. Is top 16 bracket style? Yes, it is. I believe it's a double elimination bracket for top 16. Miner goes into the back. A lot on the board right here. Sandals needs to pull out a spell of some sort. Uses the Ice Golem to hold off for a minute. Fireball comes down late. A lot of damage. Omotayo, if people want to complain about Balloon, they can complain about Balloon. They're allowed to complain about it if they want to. Miner to the right-hand side. And this should be a GG here for Sandals. That's in Fireball range. And look at that. The mini P.E.K.K.A on the right. Juicy going to take this left-hand tower. And oh my word. Oh my word. Sandals totally had it. And then just got kaboomed on both sides. Absolutely blown up. JuicyOne now moves to 3-2. Puts Sandals right on the bubble of being eliminated. And that's one win away from being being really in the running for the top 4 for the JuicyOne. Excited about that one. Let's see. Yeah, Mini P.E.K.K.A went nasty over there. Mini P.E.K.K.A did it well. All right. I'm streaming on Twitch from now on, guys. That's my response to all this. I've been convinced. No, I'm going to Trovo. That's where I'm going. Trovo and subs-only chat. That's what I'm doing from now on. There you go. You should get more coins from chests. That's a take we have not seen yet today. Trebor, thank you very much for, or Robert backwards. I see what you did there. I see you, Robert. Yeah. Let's see. We're staying up here. Hold on. I don't know what. Don't leave us, Sakina Fusby. I mean, the video will always be here on YouTube. And I'm still going to be streaming here on YouTube because I don't really care about Twitch. I don't really care about streaming platforms. I care more about YouTube than any of those. But oh my lord, the chat here. See, if I could just limit chat to subs only, that would be awesome. That's the one. That's the biggest problem. Is there a way to limit YouTube chat to subs only? Is that even a possibility? Because that would be the absolute best. I would totally do it. I would do it right now. It would always, subs only chat would always be on. But live chat, I see slow. I see enable live chat. I don't see anything about, let's see if I can, is there a subs only chat here thing to set up? I don't think so. I don't think there's anybody to do that on YouTube. Man, that really should be it. Yeah, slow mode is helpful, but there's no subs only chat. Yeah, Twitch has subs and follower chat. Thank you very much, Toxic for the subs. Guys, for those of you here joining us, no matter how much you're enjoying this, however you're feeling, throw those subs in. Give me some sort of benefit from putting up with this nonsense chat. Cannon Cart connects on the right-hand side. What an interesting deck here from Sandals, who's probably out of the next level. Member-only mode. Interesting. Yeah, member-only mode. Where's that? Is that a thing? I swear to God, I will turn on every manage mods, participants, toggle timestamps. Giant skeleton on the right-hand side. Thanks, Nick, for the thanks everyone who's been subbing. I do appreciate it. I don't have memberships enabled on my channel. I also don't want to charge people to watch my channel. And guys, just as a note here, people have asked about it. Like, I'm not paid direct. Like for CRL, obviously I'm paid. That's my profession. For this one, because it's on my channel and because I want to support the community, I agree to do this one just for, you know, the traffic and support on my channel. But I'm not being paid directly for this event. I'm doing it because I want to support the community the best I can. And there's the benefit, of course, my channel being hosted and people coming here and stuff like that. But no, for CRL, I'm paid and I'm paid very well. But for an event like this one, I do it to try to help out and make sure that CR competitively grows and does cool stuff, because that's good for all of us. So those of you who are asking about it, that's the story there. RG to the right-hand side, Mark of the Beast. Can Cheesecake get this tower down and that Royal Giant dies? That's going to be a GG, a well play. And there you go. I guess non-members can still watch it, I just couldn't chat. How do you, I need to go turn on membership right now and then make it so that only members can chat, because my lord, people, how do I make it? Behave. Down, chat. Down. Who do I think is the ladder goat? I mean, Pompeo is a really strong argument because of how many different eras he's been top-tier ladder, right? Pompeo's got a good argument for it. Samuel Basoto has a pretty good argument for it. Read the chat is not healthy, Rich. You can ignore us for the whole stream. Chat's always so relevant. Yeah, but then the stream gets annoyed. It's 50-50. When I have co-casters on, which I'm planning to have co-casters on hopefully for the entire regional final, there'll be a lot less focus on the chat. Do I have members? I've never turned on membership. I've never even turned that on as a feature. So yeah, I don't currently have any members. I never turned them on. I just didn't want to charge people for more things, you know? That's sort of the thing about it, is, I want this content to be as accessible as humanly possible, right? So I just never did the members thing. But just to make these chats less crazy, I'm considering it now. Just because this chat is so nutty. Memberships, here we go. Oh, I have to set up, I have to do a whole bunch of setup stuff. To upload badges and emojis, announce my memberships. Oh, okay. All right. I might set up memberships once we start regional finals. I just haven't done any of the setup stuff for it. Good to know. That'll be a plan afterwards. Aggressive graveyard here from Sandals. Yeah, I might turn on memberships and try to do some member perks and stuff like that. And then there'll be members only chat during these things. Because woof. Sierra Chris, one-track mind here. Interesting graveyard deck out of Sandals. Neon Khaled, bro, you only have 2 people in the chat. Great. I'd love it. I'd love it. It'll be times. I'll turn it on and off, like a spigot. Jake, just epic, RK2 saying, personally, I hate losing. I think they should nerf that next season. Comment of the day so far from Just Epic. I think that plan would be to turn on memberships, and I'll use the members-only chat as a timeline cleanser occasion. That'll be fun. Nut Supplier saying Firecracker is the most annoying card on God. Yeah, maybe. To some people it is for sure. Cheesecake in the running, which is why I haven't really understood his deck choices today. 2-2 right now. Chance to go 3-2 with a win in this one. Vincent M., thank you very much for your very pleasant modding. Graveyard into the left-hand side. One Skelly Dragon does connect, and just like that, Sandals has the lead back as we go past the final 10 seconds of regulation time. It is Sandalia. Sandalia. That's why we call him Sandals, right? Because I don't know how to pronounce his name. In the lead here, 801 to 516. This is apparently Cheesecake's best deck, according to Tio Rio. Uncle River. A little early on the graveyard here from Sandals. Arrows in. I think this goes to Cheesecake here. I think he gets this here. Could be wrong. I've been wrong once or twice in my life. EQ trying to get those pigs on tower. I think, ooh, a decent freeze here. And it's just forestalling the inevitable. Fishboy will connect. Give a nice little slappy dap. GG, well played. We're going to game number 3. We need more mods like Vincent. Yeah, Vincent's very pleasant. Anyone watching No Candy last night on Twitch run through Morton on ladder, get to 17th on the leaderboard. He tilted, went nuts after it, but it was awesome. Oh, fun, Matt. That sounds like a lot of fun. Wish I had some chat safety tips for you, Rich. Yeah, right? Don't have it? Can we gift memberships? I don't actually know. Have I seen XQC's Twitch chat? No, I imagine it's horrific. We have some German fans in here. Thank you, Dominic. Do appreciate that. Let's see. Did Manson achieve? Oh, Manson's OG. Nice work. I'm that hero. Memberships will never prevent you from watching, but I'm going to do them so that I can regulate chat better. Oh, yeah, guys, did you guys see that I switched to the ice creams? Did you guys see that? Did you guys catch the ice creams? Let's go. Did the wizard get nerfed? Not that I'm aware of. Love your content, Jax, says KJY. Jax is pretty cool. No, content will always be free. This will be some extra stuff. Hey, Sakina Fuzzby coming through with the $5. Is that $5 Australian? Just keep doing your best. We appreciate it, Rich. Don't forget to leave a like. Thank you, Sakina Fuzzby. You are always super, super cool. Do appreciate it. Mwah. 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 Where is Sandals from? That's the Peruvian flag. Guys, this tournament is based on where you live. As you may know, some players, they play internationally based on descent rather than on where they live. So Mini Minter lives in the U.S., but he plays for Peru because he descends from Peru. I don't know the same story from if that's the same story for Sandals. Anaban pushed a level 12 account to number 8. Like, it's currently number 8 right now at level 12. That's pretty crazy. No, Rupen, guys, You will be able to chat. I'm just going to use, I want to have a little bit of a spigot to control what's going on, because right now YouTube chat is insanity. So the ability to turn on and off sub follower or member only chat, a benefit for members and also a way for me to kind of, you know, whatchamacallit, to keep control of you maniacs out there. New Witch is absolutely broken in some situations. Kaiden. The New Witch is... This is why I don't like the New Witch, the Mother Witch. Oh, and Cheesecake pulling out the little P.E.K.K.A. figurine. I don't like the new Witch, the Mother Witch, because she's either totally useless or totally OP. And I don't think that cards like that are healthy. How much will membership cost? No idea. I've never even thought about doing membership until today. Honestly, today's the first day I've thought about it. We'll see what happens. Do I like country music? Some of it, but it's not my favorite genre. Bob is not my real name. I love you, Bob is not my real name. Thank you. I love you back. Mwah. Kisses. And that's a lot of damage on the right-hand side. Cheesecake going Mama P.E.K.K.A. plus Piggies. Kaboom. Tower down. And Cheesecake might be getting that third match win. Hello from Utah, USA. Member cost is custom. You can set it to anything you want. Minimum is $1. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. So Cheesecake's got Sandals in a lot of trouble right now. Mr. James Games. Hey, Rich, how you doing today? I'm doing phenomenally. Best day I've ever been. Never had a better day. Miner to the outside. Oh, to the outside corner. Not quite the corner, though. One tile too low on that tower, too high from this perspective. 694 remaining. Hey, you're from Houston, that boy Dolfo? I live in Austin. Like Houston, but not Houston. I was going to make some jokes about Houston, decided to let him go. I have family there. Much love to Houston. Go everybody but the Astros. Nice kite here on Mama P.E.K.K.A., but this balloon not going to connect because there are too many things stopping that from happening. Balloon going to go right into an Ice Spear, a Hunter, and Spears. Not to mention the Goblin Cage. Cheesecake with a big win. 3 wins, 2 losses in his match play so far. And Cheesecake now one step closer and using the Mama P.E.K.K.A. to try to rip a piece of paper name that says Sandals. Almost pulled off the fancy footwork there from Cheesecake. Almost got it. Just rip the paper in half, man. Just rip the paper in half really quick. Use your hands. Use your hands. Didn't use his hands. All right, there we go. Oh, we should see his victory picture. There's his victory picture. And Sandals throwing the Houston loss hat out there. Boom. I'm an A's fan, but I'll say go Dodgers when it comes to a Houston situation. There you go. Nice P.E.K.K.A. figurine there for Cheesecake. Let's see. Hello from the Netherlands. Hello, Renz. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Let's see what else. Anything else from these chats? Here I am looking at you guys. Yeah, pig. I'm also an A's fan. T.O. Rio, let's go. Oakland. Some people are Dodgers fans. Is AC in the chat? Or someone is saying Ahcraaap better finish? Oh, it's just he's better finish first. Let's hope. Let's hope he somehow finishes first over CRS when that's... I guess if he went 6-1, he could be above CRS. That's good. That's a good point. Yeah, I'm an A's fan. I don't care about the National League at all, but I do care about Houston Astros losing every game they ever play in. I want to go to the USA, but I live in America. What? I don't know what Eric Galvez means, but cool. How you doing, Lumbo or Mini P.E.K.K.A. deck? Probably Lumberjack, mostly. Is AC up next? I think so. Hey, Nick, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Much love to you and all of Greece. Hello, mate. Greet from Indonesia, Southeast Asia. No, I'm familiar with where Indonesia is. And here we go. The Juicy One up against Hazard. I'm going to go off mic for a minute and take a couple more bites of my pizza. Please hold and enjoy the gameplay.
Please hold. Still eating pizza. Hope you're enjoying this game. Graveyard in. Skeleton dragons trying to defend. I can't do much. More pizza. Hold on.
There we go. Got it. Yeah, I turned my mic off for a minute because I was eating more pizza. What kind of pizza? Barbecue chicken pizza. Very tasty. That giant skeleton getting real close there. Is that in bomb range? It was in bomb range. Hazard lets a giant skeleton bomb connect. And, oh boy. Graveyard in, DaJuicyOne here. With a chance to possibly, because we don't know what SoRob's going to do. SoRob is the big wild card here because he plays all of his matches after the stream is over. But DaJuicyOne with a win here puts himself in good contention for a top 4 spot. Why hate on Astros? Because they're cheaters. That's a strange question. Anas saying, Anas Ali saying, Sally, Rich, do you think of the idea of the log being able to stop your opponent's log or a barb barrel? Yeah, I never liked that idea, but I understand the idea, like, why people think about it. Brandon says, versus the world, Rich, do you love me? More than anything. Just don't tell my wife. Miner in, balloon in the pocket. Baby Dragon trying to stop it. NATO's all that back. Later, Uncle River, thanks for stopping by and doing some modding. And some people are talking about, yeah, I fell for the wordplay there, guys. Giant skeleton not going to get anywhere near tower. Oh boy. Defensive freeze, very important, but Balloon comes in right behind that. Hazard coming back, getting the diggity. I was a bit early there. Dub. If he'd gotten the one more shot, it would have been the thing, and then would have been perfect. Would have been a fun call to make in that moment. My timing was off. Miner will come in and finish this. This should be a win. Some arrows, some zaps. There you go. GG, well played. Hazard wins game number 1. Actually, I don't know if she wants the responsibility, but Sakina Fuzby would be an excellent addition to the modding family for sure. I don't know if she would actually want that responsibility, though. I don't want to thrust it upon her. What's my dream card, dream deck? That's a strange question, Zach. I play different decks all the time. And my favorite card is the Ice Golem. That's the best way for me to answer all that. Well, I don't know. I don't know beyond that. G to the G, well to the plate. Thank you, I am that hero. Digging it. It's a little catchphrase, right? Has it gotten to that level? Let's go Loon Deck and Hazard, says Indochino. Would be cool if YouTube did predictions. Yeah, it'd be cool if YouTube did a lot of things. I'd prefer to stream in a separate place from YouTube, but the only reason I do this on YouTube is because I don't want to be a full-time streamer. I don't want to stream full-time. I want to do YouTubing mostly and stream for events like this. So I don't want to drive a bunch of traffic to Twitch. Like, it's what happens with Twitch and Trovo, right? I get a big boost of people there, and then I don't do anything there for weeks, and everyone is like, there's no value. Someone subs to me on Twitch or Trovo or whatever, and then they don't get any content for a while. I didn't get a haircut. I gave myself a haircut. Very funny, EK. I support. Well played. Well played indeed. Well to the plate, in fact. How often should you change your deck? I'm a Giant Skeleton, but I feel it's hurting my deck. Well, it depends on what you're playing. Oh, not the greatest clone. NATO swiping it, but the cannon cart still connects. The ghostly cannon cart. Not the greatest clone in the book from DaJuicyOne. NATO nearly blew that up, but that cannon cart gets on and does a little bit of work. Rich, does America mean the U.S.? If so, people from Mexico are Americans too. Caesar, I understand what happened earlier. People colloquially use America. When they say America, they typically mean they're referring to the United States. There's North America and South America as continents. You call them the Americas. There's Central America as a region. But typically when you say America by itself, most people are referring to the U.S. At least most people in the U.S. are referring to the U.S. And I feel like when someone says Americans, right? Like when someone says, are you American? They don't mean, are you Guatemalan? Right? They typically mean, are you from the U.S.? So there's the colloquial definition, even though precisely you are absolutely correct. If this has one positive aspect this time period, it's learning to cut your own hair. Yeah, I understand that feeling. Oh, is NATO a banned card? Oh, interesting. I guess they're playing it out. Banned card from Hazard. Oh yeah. So it is a banned card from Hazard, and that's going to be a free win for Juicy. So fun game to watch. This is actually some of the more fun gameplay we've had, but NATO is banned. So yes, it's an auto loss for Hazard in this game. So we'll go to game number 3. Getting a word from League Ops. Are you American? Yeah, I'm from Brazil. Yeah, it's like not the answer people would typically get, even though a Brazilian is technically from the Americas. There you go. Well, this is the thing that happened. I don't think Hazard even realized it was he played a banned card here. And Hazard about to get some really bad news. Hazard about to get some real bad news. Some real unfortunate news there coming from Hazard. Oh, you know what? It's time to change. You know, let's go to off the ice creams and onto the. These are actually yellow, but because of the green screen, they like look real crazy, right? Because of the green screen, they look like real nutty. That's what we're doing. Rip Hazard. Yeah, we'll see game number 3 coming in a minute. It was fun. Hello, No Boy. Hello. Yeah, the NATO ban was a problem. NATO ban was an issue. Was a bit of an issue. Let's see. Tanmoy saying, I just grew out my hair and had a sick ponytail. I had to cut it once shops reopened. Yeah, when I grow my hair out long, it just turns into a disaster. I am not meant to have long hair. It's just a real fact about me. How many sunglasses do you have? Well, sitting right here and within my grasp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs sitting right here. Right within reaching length. Imagine beating your opponent by 1 HP and then losing because you played a banned card. Yeah, dude, imagine. Imagine all of that. How brutal that would be. Let's go ahead and, you know what? I forgot to do this. I forgot to retweet the Clash Royale esports tweet. I'll do it now. And there we go. 1 second, guys. Yeah, the stage disappearance is fun. There we go. Let me just check on that. And here we are. Let's go into our next game. Game number 3 because of the ban. You like the shades disappear with the green screen? Yeah, they're fun. You didn't explain. Jay Hansi. So the way this tournament works, this event works, is that once there's no banned cards in game number 1. The loser of game 1 has the option to ban a card from the rest of that match, meaning that card can be used by neither player. If we go to a game 3, then the other player can also ban. So since Hazard won game number 1, DaJuicyOne had an option to ban a card from competition. He chose to ban the Tornado, and then Hazard played the Tornado. So Hazard violated the rules of engagement. And Hazard's also playing Expo here. Interesting. Wait, you think my hair looks goofy, YouTube customer support? I think my haircut looks all right. Is there a gooder pair with that looks like the one I'm wearing right now that has that effect on it? No, this effect is just because of green screen, guys. This effect has nothing to do with the actual. It's just these glasses do key out because of the green screen. Yeah, Expo, and not even 3.0, but 2.9. And there we go, setting up. I mean, against what I'm guessing is, yeah, RG. Interesting with the guards here from Juicy. What a great miner. What a great miner from DaJuicyOne. Wow. I guess he thought it could have been either the Tesla or the Archers, but what a great miner from DaJuicyOne. Yes, he's playing EQ and Barb Barrel and Giant Skeleton against Expo. This is, by the way, why you don't. This is one of the reasons why Expo you don't play right now. Expo is so bad in this meta. Expo is so bad in this meta overall, not to mention the Expo nerf. Or rework, whatever you want to call it. Terrible ban, says Cinder. Yeah, except for Juicy's played a bunch of clone, though. We just didn't want to play against him. Not a great ban for playing Expo. Noobs Unleashed. It'd be funny if someone ran Mirror. Mirror's a trick card that's not really worth it. But it has been run today. Did the DaJuicyOne like figure out somehow that he's gonna be up against Expo? No one's playing Expo. Has Hazard been playing Expo on like streams or something? Miner to the left, RG to the right. $90 seconds left. Yeah, Giant Skeleton would have been a better ban, probably Cinder, you're right. Expo to the right-hand side, Ice Golem in front. Miner going to go to the back, get picked up pretty easily here, but EQ will still be enough to get this thing down to 18. And Miner does finish it off. There you go, DaJuicyOne. Takes the dub here. Overhead, maybe he's trying to snipe Lava. Maybe. Didn't work out. Instead, DaJuicyOne takes the win, moves to 4-2, and now has a really good shot at making it to the top 4. Again, So Rob being MIA today because he's in school means that we won't get a lot of these results until much, much later. That was Hazard Juicy. Next up should be Ahcraaap and jskipy. Ahcraaap with a win could guarantee himself in the top 4. But So Rob's going to leave us like kind of hanging here because he's 2-1 right now. And So Rob then comes out and he plays jskipy, Cheesecake, DaJuicyOne, and Ahcraaap all in a row. So really, we won't unless So Rob gets out of school early enough that we have him at the end of the stream. We're going to end this stream not actually knowing a whole lot. What do you do when you're not streaming CR? Mostly I wrestle bears when I'm not streaming CR. Love the stream, Rich. When is the moderator? There's no moderator giveaway. I might choose a moderator today. We'll see. But I do see that you've said that a bunch, so good luck. You know what I mean? Barb Hut is dead. Delete recruits. Barb Hut should be dead. Barb Hut shouldn't exist. And recruits are only popular because of fishermen, and so I kind of see your point. Why does it go 3-2-1 instead of tres dos uno? That's a good question. I actually don't know. I guess they didn't put in audio for different regions, only overlay stuff. But very interesting. I hadn't noticed that until now. I never play in other languages. Barb Hut is way too slow. Barb Hut just shouldn't exist. Way too slow. Yeah, way too slow pace. Yeah, Barb Hut I just think shouldn't be in the game. I don't think it's good for the game at all. Delete freeze. Freeze is a trick. Why is the language on the in-game a different language? Because Relapses is being produced by a production company in Spain, being sent to me, and then I'm sending it back out to you. They killed Barb Hut. Buff needed. No, Barb Hut shouldn't exist. It's not good for the game. Barb Hut, when Barb Hut was strong, man, it made the game. I have never gotten the. People ask if I get bored casting Clash Royale, and sometimes, sure, like I do so much of it, but not like I don't get tremendously bored by it. I love this game. I love competitive. There are some events where I'm like, I don't really love this event or whatever it might be, but I pretty much never get bored casting good Clash Royale, except during the Barb Hut meta. When Barb Hut was everywhere, I was like, please let this season end so that I never have to see another Barb Hut. It's so boring to cast Barb Hut games. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. AC coming out with some strong hard counter to Royal Giant. Ewiz, Fishboy, Hunter, and big ol' Mama Pekka. And look at all that had to be spent by Skippy to control that one. AC in a good spot here, and he just cages up. EQ cycle to the left-hand side, and yes, Shubojit, I do remember that, if I pronounce that correctly. Graveyard in, Electro Spirit takes care of a lot of that, but still with that Brawler in deep, a lot of damage here. Should we get to the Flying Hawks from Clash of Clans to CR? I actually don't know what they're like in Clash of Clans, so I couldn't answer that question, but interesting question. Isn't this a popular ladder deck? What, the Graveyard P.E.K.K.A.? I mean, GUI MK is more popular, because P.E.K.K.A.'s not very popular. Is this P.E.K.K.A. version getting pop? I think that, I don't know if this P.E.K.K.A. version is getting popular or not. But it certainly does snipe the heck out of this RG Giant Skeleton deck. And again, the amount that jskipy has to spend on these P.E.K.K.A.s is crazy. P.E.K.K.A. GUI has a good win rate, is really good at sniping, has a 92% win rate against E-Giant. Interesting. Okay, good to know. Oh, the RG deck? Yeah, the RG deck is very popular in the game. This RG deck's everywhere right now. Did I get it right? Wow. I don't remember what I said, to be honest. I'm very sorry. I don't remember if I got your pronunciation. I got it right. I don't remember how I pronounced it. Oh, no. Barbarrel to the left-hand side. Graveyard Poison in on the Hunter and the Fishboy. Minute 45 left in sudden death overtime. Hunter to the left-hand side, P.E.K.K.A in front. And, oh, a slight delay there, but we're back. The RG going to do nothing. Barbaro going to protect here. E-Wiz with some help. RG opposite lane here for jskipy. Given the thanks. Thanks for playing? jskipy with a little bit of frustration here because he just got housed. See, a bit of frustration there. Let's see. Oh, you want to answer the meta question? Thank you. Using the YouTube Premium trial, so I like playing CR and hearing my casting. Interesting. I don't like listening to people talk when I'm trying to play. It distracts me too much. What can we expect from AMG in 2021, Rich? Big things. Yeah, actually that definition of meta as most effective tactic available is a misnomer that was applied on the back end to the term meta. Have I worked as a bartender? No, I have not. CR 2021 news. There's all your information right there in the chat. I dislike graveyards as Mance Raider. Some people do. It's like saying Mugi housed Jupiter with a 95-5 matchup. Yeah, well, he got sniped. Chris is a better way to put it. But sniped and housed, same thing. In this case, played a predictable deck and got nailed to the wall for it. Let's see. What are my opinions on flying hogs? No idea. I've never even seen them before. I don't play Clash of Clans. When broadcast start for CRL? There's all your CRL information right there. There you go. Boom. This link that I'm putting in the chat right now has all the CRL information you could need, including how to participate, where to, when it happens, what the rules are, etc. Greetings from Illinois. Illinois. I'm a huge fan. Thank you, El. Appreciate it. Anne-Marie Nguyen saying #1 fan. Here's some more CRL 2021 information. What region will have the most CRL wins this year? That's an interesting question. EU feels real strong this year. And Mance Raider nailing it here. Mance Raider comes through correct most of the time. Meta really means about itself, so in CR it really means a deck that defines what is popular right now. Yeah. Great call. Mance Raider usually comes in hard and does it one more time. Here we go. Game number 2, AC up 1. Greetings from Texas. Also, I'm in Texas as well. Hello from Utah, USA. Ali Khan. Yeah, it's a play on words for him. What's up, Lewis? Or Luis? I miss Lewis because of the mid-Comac. We've had this conversation before. Which glasses are these? Here you go. I've answered that question. Someone answer that guy's question. Ali Khan's question. Someone answer his question, because I've answered it before and he has not. I guess he's not hearing it. Will there ever be a World Cup with players representing their country? Mauricio Gutierrez, that's actually happening literally right now. It started this week. Let me go ahead and get I'll go ahead and bring up the Twitter account for No Tilt. And let's see, where was he? What was the name? At Mauricio Gutierrez. Boom. There you go. There you go, brother. There you have it. And this is going to be a GG. And jskipy just spamming good games here. Alexander, no idea. I think it's just your laptop because I'm looking at the live stream and I did not see that same thing that you're seeing. Let me look at it myself. Yeah. No, I think it's just you, dude. I do think it's just you, my brother. What do I think of a floating bomb? Good for blowing up whales, I guess. Yeah, AC sniping hard and doing a great job with it. Hello from India. Welcome, welcome. Why is the quality so low on the VODs you post from Cash? It's whatever quality he sends me from his Twitch streams. I just repost them. So I don't even watch them, honestly. I just repost them. So that you guys get to have them. Will stream be ending early day because of SoRob? I think so, unless he gets here. Unless SoRob shows up in time to play all of his matches at the end, we'll be ending early. And AC here going, you want to throw a bunch of emotes out? Guess what? I also know what emotes are. I don't know if you know this. My name is Joshua Ahcraaap Sharon. I've been playing competitive Clash Royale forever. Now the BM minor out from AC because, you know, why not with this kid? I'd love to hear AC's. I want to get him on. I want to see if I can get him on chat here. He's throwing out BM spells everywhere. Wow. I have never seen AC BM like this. I need my phone. Mrs. Slaton took my phone, and I can't text him right now. I want to get him on chat right now. I want to find out. I have never seen AC BM like that. I have never seen him do it. Does she still have my phone, or is it gone? Hello. I totally appreciate it. I'm gonna text him right now. Mrs. Slaton brought my phone back in. We're working really hard on we're getting ready to trying to sell our house in LA and buy a house here in Texas, and she's working really, really hard to help make that happen. Especially with me working so much. I'm texting AC right now to be like, "Yo, come on stream." Let me go ahead and find him right now because I want to know what that was. I want to know what that was all about. Hold on. Let me see if I can get him on voice right now. Let's see if I can get him here. Because I have maybe you guys who watch the streams a bunch, but I have never seen AC BM like that in any sort of competitive game. Like, I don't know what there's certainly an inspiration there. That there was something that got him going. So I texted him right now to see if I can get him to jump on. I don't know if he's available. But trying to see if I can get him. It's all about hard countering and BMing. Yeah, but there was something else going on there. Like he sniped him. What? Why are we back here? He only BMs if they BM early, don't give a win and don't give the win and be annoying. Yeah. That's so weird. Like I so rarely ever see him get like fired up like that. That's so fun. I hope he does get this in time. Give the video a like for Miss Slaton. That's right. We're at 241 likes. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Bring me a little love. Oh, Hazard and AC are on call right now. I don't know if he'll hop on stream. Okay. Okay. That's a good note. And next up should be. Let me look at the chat. Let me look at the schedule for today a little bit here. And next up is supposed to be Hazard and Cheesecake. Or maybe it's supposed to be jskipy and Sandals. Skippy and Sandals played already, and Skippy won 2-1. Hazard and Cheese are playing right now, but not on stream. So, are we done? What's going on? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, because we should have a game on. I don't know why we're not watching Hazard and whatever's on screen. Oh, here we go. Hazard up 1 on Cheesecake. Here we go. Game number 2. Love your glasses. Thank you very much. God, I want to know what that was about. I mean, he sniped him hard twice, and then just dropped a whole bunch of stuff. Regards from Romania. Horia, thank you very much for your support. Thanks for coming. $686 remaining on the left-hand tower of Hazard. I'm checking with the League Ops right now. So this is the last match, guys, because Sohrab is still in school, apparently. Hey, Fenway. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Arrows in. Hog to the right-hand side. Balloon in response. Hog's going to do a ton of damage because Hazard doesn't have any real response in hand. Going to get 2 more shots here. Balloon does somehow connect there. I think the zap was actually after the connection. Gratas, love your commentary. Very smooth voice. Nearly 17K subs. Don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Arrows into the left-hand lane. Balloon not going to get there this time. Hog to the right, or Hog to the left should be in just a moment. Miner finishes that right-hand tower. Not even trying to protect it here is Cheesecake. Decided to just go ahead and let it go because he knows he can spell cycle the left-hand lane. Balloon in the pocket. High cage. This is trouble, though, for Cheesecake. He needs to stop that balloon, and he does. GG, well played. Log, EQ. What if those bars finish it in time? That would have been so funny. And there we go. And let's see. Zap before connection. Oh, I have to rewatch it. For everyone who wants to be moderators, donate $500. Yeah, sure. I'll sell mod for $500. Sure, yeah. The last one was 2-0 for Cheesecake. Did I have the scores backwards? They're saying that Cheesecake won that. Were the scores wrong? Maybe the scores were wrong. I guess that's it, guys. So I guess we got to switch to the closing argument. Oh, yeah, the results were wrong. The overlay was wrong. So Cheesecake did get the win 2-0. Weird. Weird day today, guys. So we're almost done. We're done with the stream. We're not done with the group because there are 4 matches of Sohrab left to be played. So here's the standings, not counting Sohrab. CRS 6-1, AC 5-1. They've both qualified for sure. Cheesecake and DaJuicyOne both seem to have qualified, except for Sohrab. Sohrab's the big wild card here. If he can come through and beat and win all 4 of his matches today, he guarantees himself a spot. If he wins 3 of them, he's in the mix, and we have no idea how that plays out. So Sohrab needs to go 3-1 at best, at minimum, to be in it today. If Sohrab goes 3-1, that division is bananas. If he goes 4-0 today, he's in and he pushes one of those 2 guys out. So there you are. If anyone has extra $500, yeah, $500. I'll sell mod for $500. Why not? If you donate $500, you're a mod. I can't even argue against that. So there you go. He won't be AC probably, says Mance Raider. Who knows? Who knows what Sohrab could do, man? 2-1. If he loses 1, things get closer. If he loses 2, he's out. I could buy so many burritos. I know. You pay $500 for the channel? $10,000. You know, $1 per sub for my channel. There you go. Just blew $14,000 yesterday on what, supplier? Should have give mod to people, but just refund it if they abuse it and remove the mod. Oh, no, it's non-refundable.
Bren Chong Cup
Guys,
is back.
That's it.
With an
the results
incomparable
will
prize
be
pool of
online eventually. Let me go ahead and
$40,000
turn this
and open
off. The results will be online eventually once Rob comes in and shows up and plays his matches. Whatever happens there. We'll be back again. Oh, yeah, you know what? We're not going to kill the stream yet. Yes, AC, come on right now. Let's do it on. Remember we have to do it on Skype because of Discord being broken. So we got to come on Skype. We're actually not going to end the stream yet, guys. We're going to get AC in here, and I just want to ask him about what happened in that game. So I'm going to go ahead and Skype AC right now, and we'll get him in here, and we'll ask him what the heck happened there. Because I want to end since we're ending early anyway. Might as well. Let me go ahead and call him right now. Let me see if I can get him on here. Because there's something broken about how Discord chat works with this stuff. Yeah, hold on. Let me turn you in. Let me send you in. Go ahead and talk for a second.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Hi, welcome, dude. So
wait, before we say this, can I invite Hazard as well?
Yeah. Get him on the. Can you get him on the Skype?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I told him everything.
I really want to hear you guys' thoughts on today, specifically that match with jskipy, because I have never seen you like that, especially in a competitive matchup. So
I mean, it was just so ridiculous.
Let's save it and get Hazard on here, because I want to talk this stuff out. This is fascinating.
Did he make it?
Link him in.
Oh, it says not available.
Well, tell him to get his. Oh, I see Buzzmeister.
Okay, you should call that. See if that one works.
Well, no, I see him. He's not on the call. Let me try to.
Yeah.
Let me try to add him in here. So, guys, we're gonna hang out here and do this. Let's see if we can get him in here. You know what? What I can do is I'm gonna send him a link really quick. Tell him I'm gonna send him a link in Twitch or in Twitter. I mean.
Okay.
This is a weird little addition, but guys, we ended the stream portion of this early, the gameplay portion of this early. So let's have this conversation, ask some interesting questions. Let's see, where are you? There's Busby. Sending him a DM, and boom, I sent him a link right now where he can join in. And let me get Skype up so I can see it when he joins in. I'm gonna close that window. For those of you watching this replay on YouTube, I know it's different. It's a little bit weird, but I want to find this stuff out. I'm very curious.
That's the first time I've beefed with someone in 2.5 years.
Dude,
Hello.
Hey! What's up, Busby? How you doing, buddy?
Good. Is my mic okay, Josh? Is it the same one? Probably is, right?
We all
Sounds
hear
good,
you.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you? Rich, I have to say, I have gooder glasses as well. They're so good, and you're looking great in them, man.
Oh, thank you, dude.
Rocket them.
Thank you. Yeah, they're so comfortable, and they like never come off. I've been wearing them for like 4 years now.
Yeah, I got them for my birthday last June, and I've been. It's not been the best weather to wear them right now, but when it is, I wear them out a lot. So yeah.
Dude, hold on. Let me go ahead and find. Now that we're getting a second plug, because people keep on finding out about them, and like people who know them already are huge fans. And then a bunch of AMG people got them. Like Gooder sent them a bunch of people from AMG because I asked them to, or I asked AMG to ask them to. And then like now people from AMG are being like, "Oh my god, these are the best."
Yeah, no, they're super good. Have you gone on the website, by the way? The names for the specific pairs are so funny.
Dude, have you? I mean, you've seen my collection, right? I have like.
I have not. I didn't know you wore them until I just logged in the stream. But
dude, within grasp, I have 8 pairs sitting on my desk.
That is crazy. That's really cool.
My.
Yeah. They sent me a bunch of stuff. I have a whole. I'm Gooder fam right here.
That's some brand loyalty right there.
Oh yeah, 100%. Hold on, let me go ahead and throw the link in there. For the people who are watching in the chat as we're talking about, it's not just me, guys. You know what? Just for you, because I'll show you the since Hazard, you're a fan of them. Yeah, there's my ice creams.
Okay.
Yeah, those are fresh. And then of course you're talking about the names. Here are my these are the passion of the crust. That's what these bad boys are.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
You know, they're
Yeah,
pretty fun.
I think I've spent like 30 minutes just on the website looking at the names and the designs. They're so entertaining. But
yeah, they're super fun.
Yeah.
All right, so this is I could talk gooders all day, but I want to get to today's action. We still have like about 500 people here. So let's start with the most important first part. We were just getting started about it. I want both your opinion, but let's start with you Josh. You were saying you haven't beefed like that with someone in 2.5 years. As soon as I saw you, I mean the snipes were hilarious first of all, but as soon as I saw you start BMing, and especially that last game, miner to the back open corner, throwing the spells all over. I've never seen you do that in any game ever. I want to know what the hell was happening. Like what? First of all, let's start with the snipes. Talk to me about the deck choices, and then talk to me about what was happening as that match went on.
Okay, so in terms of deck choices, game 1 was a snipe. Okay, because the thing is, like, with his gameplay, he only runs, like, 2 or 3 archetypes, and all of them are heavy. Like, it's not difficult to snipe him. I do have an analyst, it is Julesy, and I think he spent, like, maybe 30 seconds on him, because he just, like, he was like, okay, yeah, all you have to do is run P.E.K.K.A. instead of MK, and then use P.E.K.K.A. Graveyard. And then for game 2, he just told me to run whatever I wanted, and he wanted me to use the miner deck. So the miner deck is something I created on stream, and the first time like I ever did like a full 12, or I did a full GC with it, I got a 12 win with it. And at that point, that was the first 12 I had in 16 days. So I was like, okay, I'm actually going to use this in comp. This is fun, and like it's a pretty entertaining deck as well. But the reason why I BM'd was because he showed me no respect, and he started BMing when he lost his first tower. When he made the misplay, and I hate it when people do that. If you are gonna make a mistake and then BM because of matchup, I have absolute no respect for a person who does that. I think it's the most disgraceful thing you can do. You just gotta man up and like take the L like a regular person. And so that frustrated me so much. And then I started BMing like crazy because I hate it when people do that. And then yeah, it was just a joke. I'm not happy with him.
Let me go ahead. I'm going to pull this game back out because the clean feed I can bring the clean feed back up, and I can bring us back in that game a little. Let me see if I can find it. It's hard to do it in this format, but I'm going to try to find this game here. It is somewhere around here. So that's Hazard and Cheesecake. Let me go back here because this is really interesting. Let's see. This is the first game. All right. So let me back this up just a little bit more. You're still winning here. You're still ahead here. All right. Here we are I'm going to back us up a little bit more. Can you see it on stream, the game?
Let me see.
Yeah, I can see it on the stream.
So it's about a little half-second delay
yeah.
here. About 7-second delay here for you guys to see it. I wonder if I can share my screen with you. I don't even know how that works for Skype. Who cares? So I'm about 7 seconds in front of you guys right now. Where's the big mistake here in game number 1?
No, game number 1 there was no mistake.
Oh, game number 1 was just you sniped him hard and GG.
Yeah,
so we'll fast forward. He does BM here a little bit at the end of game number 1. I think he's just frustrated because he knows he got sniped really hard.
Mm-hmm.
If we go to the end of game number 1, this is really interesting. Again, like the only reason I don't usually like even try to like do these follow-ups like this, but it's coming from you is where it gets interesting, right? Yeah, he's kind of a little teed off there, and we'll go ahead and jump into game number 2. I mean, when's the last time that you like went off that hard on someone in game?
I don't know if I ever have. It's just like I just don't respect people who do that, and like I've really never dealt with that. A lot of the players I play against like are phenomenal, and if they make a mistake, like they'll just be cool with it, and so it just ticked me off that he did that.
So here we go. This is the second. This is the deck that you were saying that you'd won the 12 win. You got the 12 win with, and you felt was pretty. So tell me about this deck as long as we're in this point.
Well, that was
Okay.
terrible lava.
And that's where like he started BMing and he started crying, and that's what I hated, because if he just Inferno Dragons lower and then lava's in front, or does literally anything but that, that's it, and he would have been fine.
Let's bring this back a little bit here so we can see the play. So here we go. The arrows come out. Oh no, this. I need to go back a little bit further here. So here's the giant skeleton setting up to the left-hand lane. I know I'm going to be a little bit ahead of you guys when you see it in replay. That he lava's right by the Princess Tower, and the Lava Hound goes up, or he Infernos.
Inferno Dragons, yeah.
Lava, and then the Inferno Dragon just meets everything way too high. The giant skeleton runs right to tower because that Ewiz is blowing up the Inferno Dragon, and there you go. There's the big kaboom in the left-hand tower, and that's already GG right there.
Yep.
So he gets teed off here a little bit. So again, you're about to tell me about this deck and what you like about it.
Oh, yeah. No, it's really fun. I lose against like minor wall breakers and then mortar, but again, he doesn't play decks like that, so I knew it was going to have a great matchup against whatever he was running. And so Julesy was like, "Yo, just run it. It's going to be a lot of fun." And I was like, "All right." And then in GCs, like I think overall I'm probably like 20-5 with it, but 3 of my 5 losses are because I didn't play it well. Like I think it's just a really solid deck. In fact, I'm probably gonna message CWA and try and get on his channel.
Yeah,
and I'm probably gonna show this game.
It's a good game to show. Yeah, you should definitely go through this on. I mean, look, you show it on National, it'll be in half the GCs next week, but right now it's already a poorly kept secret. And so he just starts throwing out the good game. And there's still like a minute 10 left, and he is really frustrated here. Now, again, do you think you have a pretty good matchup in this one, even without his mistake?
Oh, yeah. It's still a solid matchup. Like, it's still really good for me.
Yeah, giant skeleton to the right-hand side. He lavas. You have the bomb tower, fireball, the Ewiz Hunter combination. Like, how much of a matchup advantage do you feel like you have here?
80-20. There's definitely things he could have done differently, but I have a decent amount of experience against these kind of decks. Even though I've only ran it a few times, like I've played against lava like 5 or 6 times. So I wasn't worried. Like as soon as I got in, I knew I was going to win.
Yeah, no, this is the lava is. You see again the high with the Inferno Dragon right into the Ewiz one more time. And then here's where you start. At what did you already know you were going to start BMing like crazy before we got to this point, or?
Yeah, as soon as he BM'd after he did the lava, I was prepared to BM.
Yeah, so the miner, and then this is where the miner was one thing, but then the fireball EQ, that was just.
Yeah,
that was
I
the
saved
wow.
my elixir so I could do it at the same time.
Yeah, Rich, I'm gonna give you a bit of an inside scoop here.
Okay.
I was against Cheesecake at this time, so I wasn't actually seeing it, like the game itself, but I was in call with Josh, and I heard him. He was so frustrated. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna secure the win, and I'm gonna BM this kid so hard. He's just so disrespectful." He was waiting the whole game.
Oh
to,
my
to
gosh.
start BMing. He knew it was coming. So.
Look. I mean,
Yeah.
there's something about you guys ever heard the story about Jordan and that rookie on the Bulls after Jordan retired? You guys ever heard that story? I think it might have been in that Jordan documentary.
If it was, I've definitely heard it, but I don't recognize it.
It's the story of like Jordan had just retired from the NBA and some rookie on
and
the
he
Bulls.
challenged him?
Yeah, keeps talking about how he can beat Jordan one-on-one. So Jordan shows up to practice and just ices him hard. Just absolute shutdown. And, I mean, you don't even know that rookie's name now, right? That rookie never went anywhere. But just one of those great stories of like an OG coming back after a young gun talks a lot of trash and being like, I'm still Michael Jordan. Even if I am retired. Good luck. So I've always enjoyed that one. I think another great quote recently was someone asked Jordan if he thought that that like his championship Bulls could beat the Lakers right now, and he was like, it'd be pretty close, like 1 or 2 points. And the guy says, why do you think that is? He's like, well, because we're all in our 60s now.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, Jordan's next level with some of that stuff. Okay, so I guess someone in the chat asking you, Hazard, about what happened with the NATO ban. Was it just that you forgot that NATO was banned? You didn't realize it partway through?
I think I was more focused on Josh at that point, because I know that even like even if I went 3-4, like I had beaten Cheesecake and Juicy, I wouldn't have made it after I lost to Sucks. So I was more focused on Josh, but yeah, just kind of, I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe it wasn't fully there. I still felt like I played all right though, but you know, just didn't work out. That's all right.
What do you guys think of the? I mean, this is the biggest one of these Bren Chongs are the Revel tournaments, right? Moreno, Cabrera, Bren Chong, CWA, AMG Cup. So many of these. First of all, like, what do you guys think about the format, especially with duels coming up a big thing now? And then secondly, I mean, this is a big jump from last year. It was like $1,500 to $3,000 to $40,000 prize pool. Like, what does that change for you guys coming in and like playing an event like this one when it's instead of being $3,000 total prize pool, like the winner walks away with $15K?
For me, I don't focus on the prize pool whatsoever because usually, usually I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But like at the end of the day, I feel like it affects me when I do focus on that. So I don't even learn about prize pools. I don't do any of that stuff. I just focus on each game.
For me, it's kind of similar. I'm kind of in a spot right now where I haven't played much Clash. School's about to start up again. I've been focusing on transfers and stuff like that. So it was really like a real honor to be able to play in the tournament, like show up. But honestly, like the prize pool, I think for most of the players doesn't make much of a difference. They're just there to play their best game and do what they can. It's really great for the community and to bring more attention to these tournaments. But for the players, I don't think it has that much of a significance in terms of like gameplay and quality.
Does it? Do you think that the effect doesn't really put itself in until you start reaching that world stage? Like once we get down to the top 8, right? And now your people start playing
because then individual games mean like hundreds or thousands of dollars, so it's a little bit of a different stake. But in these group stages, especially, I don't think it's that much of a difference because it's kind of far out. It's a huge tournament, as you know. So
yeah, I mean, I am now on day 16 of casting this tournament, 17 if you count my qualifier day, and I've got 4 more to go with the NA and EU finals starting up in a couple of days, and then of course Worlds after that in February. So believe me, I'm very aware of the size of this bad boy. Yeah, $40,000. I mean, we just had the All-Stars event versus now we're playing. I'm actually the gameplay on screen here. Obviously, this tournament played in ban on first loss format versus All-Stars being played in the duels format. And there's been some conversation back and forth, controversial conversation about the duels format, right, with no-tilt worlds, making an adjustment to how they apply the rules. Where are you guys at with seeing this now? We've seen competitive play in All-Stars. We know the ban on loss thing for a long, pretty well from a lot of different angles. We know how that works. Do you think that the duels format does have like a really strong ability to be a viable competitive format? Do you prefer the ban on loss thing? Kind of talk to me a little bit about your thoughts about these two formats. I guess, Hazard, I'll start with you.
For me, I actually have a little bit of experience with the duels format. I don't know if you remember, but DreamHack had the same sort of thing where it was a best of 3, but you couldn't repeat cards. So the same kind of format as duels.
Sure.
And it felt really strange adjusting to it. The meta had changed from the time that we had to submit our decks for the time we were playing. So I kind of got the short end of the stick there and didn't end up having the best stuff and the most current stuff. But I think there is a lot of room for like good strategy and development and decks and stuff like that. It might lead to less hard counters if the broken cards like Earthquake or whatever are just kind of out after one game. So I'm hopeful that it'll kind of balance things out a little bit, but I think it'll take a lot of adjusting.
DreamHack, they didn't let you switch decks between games though, right? DreamHack, you just had one selection of 3 decks that you had to play throughout the entire tournament. Isn't that right?
Yeah. No, you had to submit your decks, like, I believe it was 2 weeks in advance for us for who qualified online. So it was a very strange tournament. But
yeah, so it wasn't the same thing. It wasn't this thing where like you can change your entire selection of decks match by match, which is of course gives you a lot more viability. Talking about matchup for players.
Yeah.
Do you think it's really critical? So this is the debate that we're having. So, no tilt at first made everyone submit their decks beforehand, and your opposing team would know the decks, which obviously I think all of us think that that's not the greatest idea, which is why no tilt worlds changed that format thing. Mm-hmm. How critical do you guys think it is to have the ability to switch out, to not be locked into your decks before a given match. Obviously, changing decks match by match is important, but that ability to, much like Belly did against Hajime, where game number 1, he saw what cards were played and switched out his Goblin Giant for his Graveyard in game number 2. How critical is that, in your opinion, for this format to be at its best level for competitive, or is that not super critical?
I mean, I think it's just about player mindsets. If players feel like they're locked into one deck, then it might critique or it might hinder their gameplay. If they feel like they can't get out and they're like, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to win with this deck, I'm not playing well with it, I'm just caught in a rut, whatever, it might just, I don't know. I feel like it might hold some people back and just get people in a bad mentality. I don't think it'll affect the matchups very much, because matchups are pretty random anyways, but I don't know. I personally wouldn't like to be restricted in that way, and I feel like the versatility and the ability to switch up would really help me in that situation rather than just being locked in.
Sure. Josh, some other thoughts? Or
I'm just excited for it all. I don't have really that much experience with it, so I can't really talk about it. I think it's probably going to be a little bit better for matchups and probably less matchup dependent, like all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I feel good about it, but I don't really have much to say other than that.
All right. Last question for you, because the chat's brought up a little bit. Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but if jskipy challenges you to a BO5 on stream tonight, he says no, absolute no, not even let me finish the question.
In fact, I already messaged Bryden, and I told him that I wasn't gonna do it.
All right. Well, there you go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, I understand. No reason. No need. The deed's already been done, and it's been done with $40,000 prize pool on the line. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, I get it. Guys, it's been fun. I don't want to take up too much more of your time with the chat, and we've been the YouTube video. I hope you guys watching this have enjoyed this. I know I can see the chat might be a little bit up and down, so who knows? We're bringing memberships out for regionals, guys, and I'll have co-casters on for regionals as well. So we'll be tightening up the ship here a little bit. Guys, always fun hanging out and chatting with you guys. Hazard, best of luck with school, and
thanks, man.
And Josh, I wish you very, very well. With this region, who in the regional final? Last question, I guess. Who in the North American regional finals do you think is the man to beat? Not counting yourself.
Yeah, I only know that Air Surfer did qualify, right?
Yeah,
I assume so. He's so good.
Okay, yeah, that's the only player that I really. Yeah, I'm always gonna say Air Surfer.
Yeah, Air Surfer is just such a good guy too.
Fair enough. Well, guys, thanks a lot. And chat, thanks for hanging out. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the chat, enjoy this thing. We'll be back in 2 days with the NA and EU regional championships, starting on the 28th through the 31st, and of course back here again for the finals. For everyone at Bren Chong, thanks for taking it out to the group stage. We've had a lot of fun, and I'll see you right back here very soon on the best place for Clash Royale esports, the most fun place, right here on youtube.com/RichSlaton. Peace.
Adios, everyone.